leveled up to level 3.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Excuse
was
me.
already level 3, so now I'm level 4. I'm just kidding, by the way, Eric.
I didn't catch it at first. I was
okay.
I heard I was already level 3, and I kind of started tuning it out, and you were like, "No, I'm level 4," and I was just like, "Hold up."
What's your constitution modifier, Brian? What? How are your hit points so low? Are you level 2 still?
Have you been rolling ones for HP?
Because I'm literally a level 4 or a level 3 bard who has one more hit point than you. That doesn't seem like it should be possible.
Test. Okay, there we go. Constitution 14.
Okay. Is studded leather okay, or would you prefer straight leather?
Go straight leather.
Okay. Well, I am a squishy rogue.
Oh. Well, Brad came in with studded leather, so haha.
Ah!
Brad's
Just
special.
didn't ask.
Well,
Brad's a character very near and dear to my heart.
Well, I will remove that then. Okay. So 13. Okay. My AC sucks.
Are you a rogue with 0 dex?
I'm a rogue with 2 decks. But I'm an inquisitive rogue, so I'm very intelligent.
Well, I guess that counts for something.
Also, yeah, I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know. I honestly don't remember when I built this character. I was just like, oh, I have a level 4. I can back this back down. This will work.
We're live, by the way.
Well,
Speak
of
for
course.
yourself.
All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode. Would you please introduce your characters? Chris, go ahead.
Man, can we just comment on that charisma there? That was a full-on natural 20 plus bonuses. So I'm playing Elin of the Isle of White Cloud. I'm a Asimar cleric. Not a paladin as I thought last time.
Landre, a Goliath paladin, the worshipper of Bashaba.
Excuse you.
Is that a different voice from last time?
Nope, I've always had this voice, sort of ish. Nope, I'm a follower of Demeter. Bashaba was Friday.
Tim?
Bradley, Chauncey, Chuffton. Oh, was that Kim? I'm sorry. It
Oh, I
sounds
did
the
say
same
Tim.
in my opinion.
Okay, I heard
Yeah.
my
Oh, okay. In your defense, they do sound the same. But Bradley, Chauncey, Chuffton, the fourth.
And Kim?
I'm Bunanessa. I am a inquisitive rogue rock gnome.
Can you make rocks fall on the rock gnome and kill her, please?
How rude.
I do like your voice
No, we
better
definitely
than...
we need rocks to fall on her immediately.
I like your voice better than Lizanardo, that's for sure, still.
Boy, if you think Lizanardo's bad. So, last time in Mag. You guys found out that you were dreaming or under some sort of weird spell by an orc shaman. You came to all bound up, tied to posts, were able to break out, kill the leader orc as well as a handful of goblins. The orc shaman exploded into moths and flew away, and you hijacked their cart and started driving back into town eventually.
We
Uh,
found
What
out
did
that
these moths look like?
they were death's head moths.
I was distinctly promised moths.
They were death's head moths.
Thank you.
when we woke up, were the tule things around us stiff like the stalks of corn or whatever?
They were, in fact, stiff.
Okay, so I just want to make sure that wasn't part of our dream.
Nope. Lizanardo was still with you.
Oh, right.
Uh,
If you listen carefully, when the wind is quiet, you can still hear them go do 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 do.
So yeah, you guys are on your way back up the road. You're heading away from the mountains, which you are fairly positive means you're heading back into town. Sir, anywhere that you are heading to go first, or stop along the way, or do anything before we just head to the
Am
gates?
am I automatically with the group or am I adding in later?
Yeah, you are in the cart with them.
Okay.
Does anybody know what time we fell asleep? Was the farmer the, This is definitely not the voice I had. That's okay. The farmer, was he real or part of our dream?
Hmm. Well, it didn't seem like he was around when we woke up, so maybe he was part of the dream?
The farmer was absolutely real. What we are unsure of is how long it's taken us since we, lost time.
Well, we're heading back to town when we were originally going to some mountain or some such to find whoever did this to all the plants.
right.
Yes, going to the mountains was a mistake.
If we even went to the mountains.
We never made it there.
I don't necessarily think that it was a mistake. I just think we maybe need to learn a little bit more about the glamour that might be over it before we try to venture further again.
So we continue on to town and resupply.
I mean, and we can see if we can find some other jobs in the meantime that might be paying, because obviously resupplying with what little coin we have is going to be hard.
I agree. We were never tasked to go to the mountains anyway.
Damn lizard.
I think the only way to solve what was going on at that farmhouse is to go into those mountains. There's a reason that they're defended that way. Wouldn't you agree?
That way may be, but it was still not in the purview of our mission.
I
So,
just
to
want
the
to say,
Adventurers Guild?
I,
Liz,
I never wanted to go to the
Liz,
mountains.
Liz, I just want to say that I cannot hear your voice right now.
Should I speak up?
I need you to just be silent, please.
Okay.
Like, no, not even acknowledgement to the fact that you know I want you to be silent. Just Silence. Excellent. Thank you, Liz.
To the Adventurers Guild.
Liz puts her hands
Is
up.
everyone else in agreement?
Yeah, I'm
Yes, Liz?
Yeah.
Could you drop me off at the farm on your way?
Ugh.
Well, that's just along the way, isn't it? That shouldn't be too hard.
Ugh.
I mean, if you really want to, we could just kick her off the back of the cart.
Hmm?
Elin kind of smirks and gives a half nod to this.
I think that Brad starts with a half nod, but then eventually goes into the full nod, and he's on board with this plan, and says, "Yes, Liz, we will absolutely drop you off at the farmhouse."
Thank you.
What did we say about acknowledgement, Liz?
To not to.
Thank you.
So roll me survival checks.
Liz is gonna be our fucking big bad evil guy.
Oh, I got a natural 1.
Where's my
Um,
survival? That's a
I got
12.
a 10.
Laundry?
Oops, I was messing with the stream. What am I rolling? Survival?
Yeah.
That's a 3.
Okay.
Messing with the stream. He's doing that thing where you pee through the OK sign with your fingers.
What? Boys are weird.
So yeah, you guys are fairly certain that you're going the right way. And after a few hours of riding, the sun starts to peak. And that kind of confirms that you are at the very least traveling north.
I did not need to see that. Thank you. I was visualizing just fine on my own.
Um
What did you censor on there?
Oh, I didn't censor anything. That was just
Oh.
on there from the picture I downloaded.
probably a watermark.
He's
Please
gonna
let
leave
that
watermarks all over that seat.
Please let that be a stock photo.
Uh,
Things you didn't think you'd find on Getty Images.
yeah, Alame's getting bold.
Holy shit.
Oh, my
Killing me. So yeah, you guys are still going for a while. And by the time it's around midday, you start to see the walls of Magnes off in the distance. You'll remember that
I
you
don't because I rolled a natural 1.
Fair enough. Yeah, you guys remember that you had been traveling for about a full day when you set up camp. And that's kind of when everything got really fuzzy in your memories.
Test. Sorry, 1 sec. Oh, fuck.
Ryan, you're the worst.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get the stream to work.
Test.
keeps on
Too
peeing on
deep?
his hand.
Try drinking some water, Brian.
I'm gonna disable
Test,
this
test.
and really. You guys are fine. It's just me.
Oh, thank God. Okay. So,
Brian, put your whole self in rice.
I think you have to jiggle the handle a little bit.
so yeah, you guys are you would hazard a guess at about a day away from Magni, as the sun starts to set. Um, do you want to set up camp or just plow through the night? Test, test.
Are you okay, Brad?
I feel as though we have two choices. We have to either set up camp or plow through the night.
Well, I guess I don't really care. I could set up a nice fire for you.
I think that the better idea is to make laundry drive while the rest of us sleep.
I concur.
I mean, we could take turns if we needed to.
Laundry will
No, that won't
drive.
be
It'll be fine.
necessary.
Um,
Listen to Elin. Elin, did you know that Elin is from White Cliff?
White Cloud. The
is
Isles
she?
of White Cloud.
It's close enough. It's very important.
I feel like there's a song about those isles.
There's definitely a cliff, and it's white.
I believe you're speaking about Dover.
Hmm. Well, I have a cousin named Ben. He lives in Dover.
I'm sure you do.
We make jokes about Ben Dover all the time.
Well, Laundry, it seems that you've been selected. So I'm going to curl up and take a nap.
Yeah, I'll drive.
Go ahead and crawl up in the front there. Drive on through the night.
Okay,
So,
I
yeah.
crawl up in the front and I'm driving.
Okay.
There's an echo on your end,
I heard
Brian,
that
by
if
the
you
way.
hold on to a gold piece in between your fingers while you drive, it will keep you from falling asleep.
I think I fixed
Um,
the stream. Hold on.
test, test.
Farts! Farts McGarts!
Okay, yeah, it's okay.
Farts McGarts!
All right, we can keep playing. I'm sorry. So yeah. Landre is going to not be happy about it though. He's going to grumble the whole time.
Excellent. In that case, roll me a survival check, Landre. The rest of you curl up in the back, and it is a very large cart, which is partially why it's taking so long.
Hmm.
This time I got a 19.
Oh, good job. You did not fall asleep in the middle of the night while driving. Around midnight, you see that you are passing the farmstead. It's pretty easy to see because it's the only driveway kind of path that you've seen this entire time. And you hear a little bit of a scuttling behind you, and then a kind of thud.
I hear that.
Yeah,
Um, is it how dark is it? Can I see anything?
it's midnight, so there's probably some dim light being shed by stars and the moon. Like you can keep track of the road at the very least.
Hold on. I don't have any see in the dark powers. I want to just keep driving for a while, but I want to keep looking behind me and see if I see movement or anything.
Sure. Roll me a perception check. Do 2 of them right away.
The first is 16, and the second is 17.
Okay. Neither time do you see anything behind you. And just about as sun is kind of about to break over the fields to your right, you come up to the gates of Magnes, and there are 2 rather sleepy-looking guards standing out front of the gate. They go, "Oh, hold up there. What's that lot then? What you got?"
Brad will wake up and say, "Oh, we're just returning from a mission for the guild. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Just my friends and I. Let us pass, please."
You lot are with the guild, Adventures Guild.
Well, we're initiates.
All right.
We're in the shits.
Just need to see a license then, no problem.
Well, here's the thing about laundry here. Laundry is very prone to forgetting things, and
Why? Why did we stop? Oh, hi.
The one who hasn't approached the cart nods at you, Bona.
Hi. Do we need like something to get back into town? Is that what we're doing? Cause I'm a member of the Artisans Guild.
Well, uh, I suppose that'll do then. Gates are about to open anyway. We'll let them in.
thank
They
you very much. Way to
don't cause
fuck
any
that up,
trouble.
laundry,
What?
you asshole.
You
They
want to see
almost
that piece
didn't
screen?
let us in because of you.
I don't know what they were talking about.
Well, I can tell.
I have not had a lot of sleep so far, and there was something behind us.
Laundry, every single one of us has had hardships on this journey, and the fact that you're complaining to me right now is really appalling. It's appalling.
Una's just sitting there like, what is going on right now?
The guards are still cranking up the gate, and every now and then they like turn to you guys and are like, all sorts in that guild.
I've just kind of decided that Brad's new thing is gaslighting laundry.
So
Caitlin's
they
still asleep. She like pulled the coif up like over her ears and stuff like that, and kind of like draping over her eyes. So she's a heavy sleeper.
okay. They get the gate up and let you pass without a problem. Are you going straight to the guild hall?
Yep,
Okie dokie. Yep,
we
it's
need to get a job, and then we can go and spend our money.
it's right on the main thoroughfare. It's very easy to find, and since you've already been there, you get there no problem. You do see the stables to the right, and you park your cart. And are you going into the office or into the tavern area?
Um, I think we're gonna go into the office first and see if the early bird can get the worm.
Sure. Excuse me.
By the
You
time the horse stops, I'll wake up.
okay? I guess I should have asked about that. Um, yeah, you guys are able to get into the the office, and you see the same sleepy-looking uh, office worker who was there when you first turned in your paperwork. And he kind of gives you a look over, and he's like, "New arrivals, you'll need some of these forms." And he like starts pulling out slips from his desk.
Hey! Whoa, no, 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 no.
Hmm.
Not new arrivals. Not new arrivals.
Well,
Hey,
you're
aren't
not
you?
guild members.
Well, we just came back from our first trip. Remember, we were just here?
You remember a lad that was rubbing wine all over his arms, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I remember. Shauna was telling me about that,
Yes,
but
well, he's
she
not with
said
us
they
anymore.
left. They left like
Neither
4 days
is the
ago.
tall, dim-witted one.
I thought they were one and the same.
No, there were two dimwits. One was big and red.
Oh,
He was dead
oh.
weight.
Well, yeah, you guys were in here 3, maybe 4 days ago, I think. Honestly, after you didn't come back from the Jenkins farmstead, I assumed you died.
Well, we're not dead. Killed some orcs to get back here, so whatever.
Reports
No,
reports of our demise have been greatly exaggerated.
Well,
I've always wanted to say that.
now, no offense, but are you sure you're not dead? Because I have had adventurers come
I
back
don't
and,
feel very dead.
well, mm, I
I
guess
kind
I
of
can
lift
get.
my mace up a bit and then let the gravity like just smack it down on the desk in front of him.
Well, yes, I can tell that you're here, but that doesn't stop you from not being dead. But I suppose since you are here, I'll get started on that paperwork then.
And a job. Yes, a job.
Have to be guild members to be.
God
Uh,
damn it, man. You.
as you guys are arguing with him, the door opens behind you, and that cloaked figure that I guess Soapy had originally talked to at the table by himself walks in, and he walks straight up to the counter and kind of ignores you and just slides forward like a small card. And the office worker, George, kind of looks at it with wide eyes and goes, oh, I see. All right then." And he pulls out 4 thick like cardstock cards and hands one to each of you and goes, "Here you go then, your official guild license, and you are now official members of the Magnes Adventuring Guild. Welcome aboard."
And a job, please.
Jobs are picked up in the off the board, but
Off the board.
yes,
Right. Okay.
Do guild members get free drinks here?
uh, I mean, sure, I guess.
I'll have a drink.
Laundry, you are really embarrassing us right now. Just, I apologize very much for Laundry. He doesn't really understand the decorum of civilized, human folk. It's not his fault.
I will have a drink, though.
Laundry,
I'm
we
not the
will
one to
get you
talk
a drink.
about that. There is one last thing you do need to fill out. Says here you've been cleared for party admissions as well as individual membership. What would you like your party name to be?
Laundry sucks.
No, that's a terrible party name.
The
What if we kill
Magne
Laundry?
Adventurers Guild.
I really like the ring of that. Yes, that's what we'll go with. The Magne Adventuring
All
Guild.
right. You're all set up then. Landre sucks. That's a terrible name. The Magnes Adventurers Guild. I'm afraid it didn't all fit on a card. I had to abbreviate it.
Can you, with that abbreviation, can you also fit in Lizanardo should die?
What is that? What is that fucking acronym? Solandre sucks.
You get second cards that have
Uh,
LDS
Terrible
Tatten
name.
Mag.
Oh, we're
Lizanardo should
LTS
have
now.
her tail
That'd
ripped
be
off,
awesome.
and we'll see if she can grow a new one.
Maybe Wes will come play again.
We're the Alstatin Mag.
Yeah, Liz Tatten Mag. He goes,
I must say, our activities don't really lend themselves to taking great care of cardstock. Where might I get this laminated?
oh,
Laminating?
they are magical. Go ahead and try
Of
and
course
bend
they
or
are.
break them. You won't be able to. Don't worry.
Buna's going to immediately try to set hers on fire.
The fire just kind of burns around the edges, kind of like a, when you light like you see like gunpowder trails get lit where it just like fizzes around. It's a lot like that, where it fizzes around the edge and then just dissipates into a little puff of smoke.
Wow, these are really nifty.
Well, it
Oh.
would be a shame if something were to happen to your license while you're adventuring. It is dangerous work, obviously.
What do you mean it would be a shame? We can come back and just get them replaced, I assume.
Well, sure, but you'll have to fill out all new paperwork.
Ugh.
I love paperwork.
You'll fit right in. If you do want drinks or jobs or, I don't know, perhaps
All
companionship.
right, well, great. That's awesome. And Brad's just gonna walk out of the room and go find the board.
Yes,
Yeah, I immediately follow after him.
it's in the. Okay, well, all right. They have the right idea.
Is
I
Brad
Oh.
the
think Brad
human
will
or
hold
like
up a middle finger and
smaller?
say, "That's at laundry, not you. It's at laundry. Don't worry."
What were you
It's
saying,
generally a
Ely?
bad idea to start flipping people off in the middle of getting a job. Decorum and
You don't
decency.
understand the Chuffton method, all right? And laundry drives me to these things, and it's important that everyone remembers that.
Well, of course he drives you to them. You guys made him drive all the way through the night. You guys are just going into the bar area then?
Yeah.
I'm
Tim,
looking
are
for the
you,
job board.
Are you a human character or
Yeah, Brad is a human.
all right.
As you walk through the doors to the guild, you notice that it is a much nicer setup than when you had walked in before you were officially members. Shauna is still behind the bar, and she is serving a kind of porridge and drinks to people.
This is a much finer setup than it was when we had walked in before.
Do they have like a different kind of bar for just initiate? Or maybe I bet it's an illusion spell.
Roll me perception checks.
I have something for this. What is that?
I cast detect
19 plus
magic.
3. 22.
Okay.
I have an eye for detail. I can use a bonus action to make a wisdom check to spot hidden creature or object, or make an intelligence check to uncover or decipher clues.
Okay.
Can I use that?
Yeah, you can use that.
Awesome. Oh, good. One's a 6 and one's a 9. What's my addition?
Nice.
Nice.
My 12-year-old knows this meme, and every time.
Oh no.
And I'm like, "Do you know what that means?" And he was like, "Well, it's just what you say when you see that number." And I'm like, that's exactly what it means."
You're like, nice.
Anyway, that's a +7? Holy crap, I forgot rogues get expertise. Okay, so 16.
It's like
Okay.
at church, like, now turn to the page Ecclesiastes 69. Nice.
Big fan of Ecclesiastes, are you, boy?
I'm a big
Um,
fan of 69.
Okay, Brian.
Ecclesiastes, more like squeezing asties.
Fucking hell. You don't notice any hidden people or anything that seems out of the ordinary. Elin, you see, again, very similar to how you, it was commented on in the first session, how, um, excuse me, the bartender, Shauna, is setting drinks and bowls in front of people, but then also kind of miming that she's setting drinks or bowls in front of spots where there's no one. And Brad, you notice a conjuration magic on the door. And then various people's equipments ping different enchantments and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that list.
Okay, yeah. No.
Fair.
Can't tell if Tim's just being an asshole.
So, like with these places that are being set for nobody like there, like when you say like miming putting bowls there, is her hands empty as she
Yeah.
just like places her hands in a bowl like motion towards the seat with nobody in it?
It's like if she was holding a bowl by like the rim, where she's got like four fingers under it and then her thumb on the rim and she like sets it down. Except she's not actually holding a bowl from what you can see.
I'd like to walk over there and try to grab for the space that the bowl would be to see if there's something actually there.
You grab at the bar and Shauna looks at you and goes, you need something there, sugar? Some breakfast for you?
Was there anything in my hand where I like reached down?
Nope. You just kind of clawed at the table.
Okay. I look up and um, I'm like, what were you doing just then? I saw you place nothing right here, but you made the motion as if you did.
Oh, you must be new to the guild then. Hey, I remember you. You guys disappeared for a couple days. Yeah, so you must have gotten your badges then.
I reach
Yes,
into my
from
pocket and pull it out.
a little bit of skullduggery from a mysterious cloaked figure.
Well, can't say I know. I don't know nothing about that, but yeah. Once you get the your ID cards, you're able to be put back on your or you kind of get access to the teleport spell, I suppose. It's basically this bar and another one are mirrored over each other, I think. I don't know exactly how it works, but our employee badges let us go through both. So that's why you'll see me serving to people even though they're not there.
That's fascinating.
Where's this other
Can you point
location?
us to the job board?
Oh, sure. She points to the back wall, and there's a large like tack board.
He's gonna leave them to converse with her and go and look at the job board.
Okay.
So how long have you had that spell set up? That's really neat.
Oh, it's been part of the guild hall for, well, as long as I know. I mean, as far as I know, it's been going on for, well, well over a couple centuries.
Wow. Must have been some wizard to figure out how to set all that up.
Yeah, it was one of the Charmaines, as far as I know. Back when the guild started getting too big and too crowded, they did that to get a little bit extra space and kind of separate the rookies from the more experienced folk.
Hmm.
Plus, it keeps the newbies from trying to take on jobs since they wouldn't be able to, well, collect payment or get, they would most likely die on their way.
I'd like a drink.
Sure thing. And she'll serve you guys. She sets porridge and your choice of coffee or ale.
I haven't
Coffee,
had a good
please.
breakfast out in a
Black.
while.
Of course. And as she does that, she does set a fourth one kind of near you guys. It says, just in case your friend gets hungry after he looks at the board. And Brad, you walk over to the excuse me, the job board, and you see that the some of the postings have like two pieces of paper tacked to the board, like right one on top of the other, and then each one has a each of the ones that has two has a sort of difficulty rank on it, and the ones that only have one do not.
What is the difficulty rank on the ones that have two?
Um, you see a handful of different jobs. Two of them are ranked as 1-star jobs, and then the next lowest job is a 3-star.
What are the two one-star jobs?
Okay. The first job is a listing by. Pull out my character's notes. Doop. Um, Millicent Bulstrode in the town, and it is listed as a clearing of household pests. Um, and the
Rats
second
in the
one,
basement. Oh yeah.
the second one is for Jay Martell, and it simply says um, medicinal run.
Drug deal.
Um, he's gonna take the medicinal run,
Of
and
course he is.
he's also going to take the rats in the basement, and we're just gonna do both of them.
It
Okay.
could be lingeries in the basement.
Soapy in the basement.
Oh, jeez. No!
That's got to be something on Urban Dictionary.
Oh,
It's from Clue.
Chris, I 100% planned on having Brad convince Landre to just go down into the basement and clear out all the rats for us while we stay upstairs and drink tea with this old lady.
So,
So stay
while I'm
tuned.
while I'm still at the bar, like I ask, what was the barkeep's name?
Shauna.
Shauna. Is that spelled like Sean with just a A on the end?
It is.
Okay. So, Shauna, if you might, if you would, do you know anyone who would be most knowledgeable on the mountains were to the south, right?
Yes.
On the mountains to the south and possible orc tribes in that area.
Hmm. Well, I suppose most any dwarf you come across would have at least some knowledge of it. Most of them come out of those mountains. Um, Otherwise, there's only one orc I know in town, but I don't think he knows anything about tribes or nothing. Otherwise, I guess you could ask some of the scouts, maybe. Actually, there's a few at the bar. You could try talking to them. I don't know if they've been there though. She
Are
points
there
you
any
to.
dwarves?
You don't see any dwarves right now. No,
Oh, okay.
but she points you to two figures at the end of the bar. One of them is a very tall, bronzen man with jet black hair, kind of messed up, and the second one is a very short, green-skinned figure.
I'll go with the
Um,
taller one.
Okay.
before you can get over there, I think Brad is going to approach you real quick.
All right.
Um, Elin, there are two what seem to be very, very simple jobs, and I'm thinking what we do is is we could split up. We could have, two of us go and complete the jobs and get us some money, and two of us could gather the information.
Um, it should not take long. I'm not planning on spending all day on this. I would just want to find a little information on what the fuck that thing was that turned into moths.
Well, what if, because there should be a library in town, yes?
I would imagine so. I was just counting on more first-hand knowledge.
Hmm. All right. Well, I found two very easy jobs, so I'll be over sipping on coffee until you're ready.
As soon as I'm done with this chap over here, I'll join you. And I walk over to the tall one.
Okay. He breaks off from his conversation, not overly abruptly, not like he's trying to hide anything, but he acknowledges you and says, "Hello there. You must be new."
Quite. Sorry to trouble you, but we ran into some inconvenience south of here towards the mountains with what appeared to be an orc tribe, and we killed all but one of them who managed to escape in a cloud of moths. I've just been wondering if anyone more local to the area might know of such things.
Hmm. That does sound troubling, but I'm afraid the most the greatest danger to the south is uh, probably Old Man Jenkins. From what I have encountered, he might end up talking your ear off.
Yes, and I got the vibe from him that he was much more capable than he let on as well, if anyone should cross him. But I was just checking. I would like to get revenge on that one that got away.
Very
If you
understandable.
happen to hear anything in your scouting duties and you see me around, do please come and contact me.
Most certainly. In fact, I could leave a message for you. What's your party's name?
We are. It's more of an abbreviation. Um, Elstatin Mag. LSTATNMAG.
Elstat. Uh. Okay. Um. What's your name? That might be easier.
I'm Eland of the Isle of White Cloud.
Excellent. Yes. If
These are
I
my companions, and I kind of, fan my arm over to like the rest of them.
well, it's a pleasure to meet you. I am. Sorry. I am Tomas, and my companion here is Mart. He is my scouting partner.
I nod to both of them and say, "Pleasure." I would say, I wouldn't exactly trust the tall Goliath one with any, you know, information that you would actually want to get forwarded. He's a bit of an oaf. All the others should be sufficient, though.
All brawn and no brains. I know the type.
Surely. Well, good day. Hope to see you again.
Oh, surely I am around here most days. If you have any
And
questions about the guild, feel free to ask me.
oh, I surely will. And yeah, for your troubles. And I place one of my gold pieces on the counter next to them both, and kind of tilt my head and walk away.
You hear as you walk away. Well, Mart, what do you think? Easiest scouting job? And they're kind of chuckling to each other.
I motion to the bartender.
Yes.
Where do you get your food?
Um. We get it shipped in like most people from Verdun. Why?
You don't get it from local farmers in the area.
Uh, no. I mean, most of the local farmers here don't grow cash crops.
In your communications with the people outside the region where you get your food, have you ever heard of any such thing as their crops being poisoned or bloody or stiff or some such?
Well, sure. Crazy old man Jenkins is always rambling on about that, but I mean, I don't put much behind that. You know, no one does.
I'd like another drink.
Sure.
Laundry, why don't you make sure that you can keep your wits about you?
I'm a big boy. I can handle my drinks.
Roll
I,
Constitution save, quick.
Sasha, could you please not serve laundry anymore? There's a reason that well, Elstatin Mag, because laundry sucks. That's a terrible name. Magnus Adventuring Guild.
It's a mouthful, but I guess it makes sense.
It absolutely makes sense.
Once I get my drink, I'm gonna say, once we solve the mystery of this bloody crop issue, you should get your ingredients from local farmers. Support your local farmers and such, you know.
Um, she turns to Brad and goes, "Did he miss that whole part about there not being any cash crops locally?"
Laundry sucks. That's a terrible name. Magnus Adventuring Guild.
She kind of gives you a little bit of a weird look, but then she's like, "Oh, okay, fair enough." But yeah,
We put it first because it's the most important part.
I ain't here to question you. You know, it's whatever you want to do.
Is everyone ready to go? I have a couple of jobs that are paying.
Well, that sounds like a good idea. I've had my fill of porridge.
Yes, let's go.
Come on, you big oaf. And he'll head out.
I take another one of my golds and place it on the counter for Shauna.
She tips her head at you and says, "Appreciate it, should it?"
And I nod my head once again and take leave.
As we get outside, he'll say, "You know, in Albion, they don't tip at all." It's not customary. It's not
Then
our
what
job to
cloud we do?
subsidize their labor.
Okay, Mr. Pink, calm down.
I have very little use for money.
Well, you could just give it to me.
You have very little use for it either.
Fuck was that? Evelyn, that is.
I can always use money to get more pieces for my inventions. I love building things.
I kind of tighten the
It,
string
I
around
love
my coin purse
buying
around my belt.
things. This is insane.
Anyway, there's a way to go get some money. Let's go do one of those jobs. What's our first thing to do?
Well, the first is we're going to have to go and make sure that some very important medicine for some children is delivered. So let's go and investigate that because it's obviously the most pressing, children and all.
And there's nothing about children in the explanation, was there?
No, absolutely not.
There was not.
Okay.
It did list a contact and where you could probably find them.
I'm gonna do some investigating on that. Insight check, I guess that would be.
Sure.
Oh, I'm not going to give you the
I think she's
contract.
checking to see if you're being honest.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm a little bit concerned that you're the one who's like gone and looked at everything, but you've not actually told us the truth about what you're giving us to do.
That's
She's
fair.
not always the most trustful of people.
That's
can I
a
get-
16 on my deception then.
Does this count? That's insightful. Fighting. Okay. Well, I rolled a straight 17 plus insight 4, so 21.
You think that he is making up some details about this, although you don't know what.
Some medicine, you say? Does it say anything about the kind of medicine?
For children, very important. Is there anything else that needs to be said?
Okay.
Just remember, all skepticism is keeping medicine away from children. And so who's the real monster here? And he's
She just
just going to start heading off.
She just squints at you like,
I grab my cloak from out of the back of the carriage as we walk past it and like throw it on over my stuff. I probably look like an undercover cop.
If we capture the animals from the one job instead of killing them, perhaps we could give them to the children as pets and they will reward us even greater.
Holy fuck, laundry!
Oh my god.
Sim just sounded like playing rap music out of a broken speaker.
Well,
Holy shit.
if it's the kind of things that would, infest a basement, I don't know that they're necessarily going to be good for children, but are you good at
Well, if
taming
there's
animals?
money in it, let's not rule it out.
Are you suggesting we sell the rats to the children?
Well, of course we would sell the rats to the children without capitalism. What is there?
A happy society where everybody gets what they need?
That is absolutely a myth, and I could take the time to explain why, but we don't have the time. So we're going to have to keep going and complete these jobs.
It's about 9 a.m. right now.
All right. Let's go. It's very, very important business. The Chauncey jumped-in method.
Y'all are going
I'm
to.
keeping an eye out for dwarves on the walkover as well.
Okay.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
So yeah, okay. The location given for J. Martell is listed as north of the church, up in where the map says like handworkers. It's like on the outer ring. And the address given for Millicent is listed as northwest upper ring.
So it's closer.
You'd guess they're about the same.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just
In
whether
that
or not
case,
you want
we'll
to
go to
go.
this one first then.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to head up the street, and without too much trouble, just asking some people about where he lives, you are able to find his house. And it's a very simple looking, kind of a adobe house. And then there's like more shacks kind of built on top of it. As you're kind of in more of the poor section of town.
Excellent. An on-site medicine compound.
It's just been kind of, as more people move into the city, since they can't expand the walls, they just build up and kind of lean against the walls and just keep building new houses on top of old houses. And his is luckily the first floor.
I think Brad is going to go and knock on the door.
Okay. After not too long, the door opens, and a very haggard looking man with long, unkempt, sandy blonde hair and gaunt eyes opens the door and greets you. And he takes one look at
Brad's
you and
gonna
goes,
barge right in and not let him get a word out, and he's gonna say, "Elstadt Mag, hear about the job? Yes, the job, and the children who we have to save with the medicine that we're about to deliver." And he'll wink real quickly and then move around. And what does he see when he looks around this place?
it's a very basic house. There's kind of a bench in one room, uh, in front of a bare table. There's a
Is there a
kind of
chair that I can turn and sit AC Slater style and look at him?
there aren't any chairs that you can see, at
Oh,
least.
man.
There are two closed doors and kind of an opening into a kitchen area.
I think he'll just lean up against the wall.
Okay. He gives you kind of a quizzical look and goes, from the guild then, yeah, I'm
We are the guild, as a matter of fact. Elstadt Mag,
I'm a little confused though. How did you know that the medicine was for my daughter?
because I am a
But it's not important.
it's
Look,
for who?
my daughter. She's
Right.
been taken
Okay.
very
And
ill.
he'll wink at her and be like, yeah, or at him and be like, yeah, your daughter. Absolutely, absolutely. That's what we're in this for sure.
Yeah,
I'll do an insight check on the person giving us the mission.
Sure. Yeah.
It's 19 plus 5.
He seems pretty honest, although a bit puzzled by how you knew that this was for his daughter. But he also seems very desperate.
Well, here's the thing. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Chris.
Oh, I didn't say anything. I just am noticing.
We are Laundry Sucks. This is Laundry. He sucks. That name is awful. Magnus Adventuring Guild. So kind of like a franchise. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So what's the job?
Anyway,
Where's the daughter? How do we get the medicine to her?
Um, my daughter's bedridden. I
May we
suppose you
see
could
her?
see her. Yes,
Well, no, we don't need to see his daughter. We need to get the medicine, right?
I have a question for her.
Okay. Yes, anything
In
that
the
will help.
bloody hell is your damn question, Laundry? No, hold on, old man. You can't just let Laundry ask any old question to your daughter.
Also, I'm
I'm
very
screening all
motivated
your
by
questions.
I am motivated by sight, and if I see what I'm working for, I'll be more motivated to complete the task. Also, I'd
Laundry,
like to see
no
the money.
one gives a damn. Oh, is everyone
Also,
else as exasperated with Laundry and how awful he is?
do you have any food here?
Laundry, you can't just ask
Laundry!
that.
We haven't eaten. We couldn't afford anything at the guild hall.
We have eaten. What?
Oh. I thought we didn't have money, so I only ordered free drinks.
She gave you a bowl of porridge. Did you not eat it?
Oh, I thought that was for the parallel bar.
He looks very confused at what Landre is trying to say. And he's just like,
Just
Have you
ignore
ever
him.
wanted to stab someone so badly in your life? I know it's hard, but don't please, because we are a good adventuring party, so I'm told. Anywho,
If you do, could you please stab me in the stomach? It's empty.
I look at it. What? Anyway, did you need to speak with,
he does
Marissa at
not
all?
need to speak with your daughter at all. Where do
Okay.
we get the medicine at, sir?
It's growing on the border of the King's Forest, I've been told. It's
Are
a.
we allowed to just venture in and grab something from the King's Forest? That feels like it's probably not allowed.
You can roll me a history check. Or. Yeah, history.
Yeah, of course I will. Brad isn't bad at anything. Just ask him, he'll tell you. That's a 12.
Even with that, you would probably know the King's Forest is named that because it was originally planted by the first king of Valencia. Not because it is private property or anything. It's pretty much like the entire forest area on the map. Pretty much,
Okay.
yeah. You see Kingswood. It's that entire area.
All right,
I
dope,
was wondering
easy.
who
We
was going to be
can.
the first to break.
Of course it was.
I mean, this doesn't sound hard at all. Like, why is this so difficult?
Well, it's. I don't want to leave her side. And,
Uh-huh.
I mean, there are talk of wolves and other predators. I'm no good in a fight, you see.
Right. So, call on Lestat and Mag, I understand. Well, party, are we ready to roll out and head to the King's Wood?
Well, do we know what we're looking for exactly? What's the thing that's growing? What kind of plant?
We'll grab a shrub or two and be back by daybreak.
Provided
It's
it's
Those are
not
very
infected by blood.
It's a 2 days ride to the Kingswood.
We'll be back by daybreak, I said.
It takes 2 days to get the King's Wood? Oh man.
Well, we have to ride there.
Hmm. Anyway.
Yes,
But we're used to riding.
Laundry, if you could please just throw yourself out of the second story window, that would be great.
Actually, he'd be better off throwing himself out the fourth story.
Valid point. Valid point. Laundry, could you please oblige? With both requests.
Do you have a fourth story here?
I I have but this small abode. I suppose you could climb up to someone else's house above mine if you
Oh,
really
well,
want to.
that would definitely work. A swan dive will do, Laundry, thank you.
Though I would
Sure.
prefer that you hurry to the medicine instead.
Well, right, right, but this is very important, as I'm sure you understand.
I want to help the mission, but I would like to eat
And
first.
this will help the mission, Laundry.
But I don't
I-
like jumping on a full stomach. I mean, on an empty
Well,
stomach.
oh, right, that's a very valid point. Here, take some of my beef jerky, and he'll pull some trail rations out and hand it over to Laundry.
My eyes grow wide and I say a quick. I do a quick motion on my chest. It's almost like a motion of cross, except it's a motion of like wheat, and so it's all weird, and I just devour the shit.
All right,
Okay.
Laundry, up you go. Upsy daisy.
As I'm walking out of the house, I turn and say, "By the way, do you have a cat?" And I bonk my head on the threshold of the door, and there's a loud clank of the helmet. And then I say, "Cat."
Uh, no, it's just me and Marissa here.
Excellent.
Landre, roll me a dexterity saving throw real quick.
11.
Okay, carry on.
I'm gonna go to the cart.
Okay.
Laundry?
He has the man who has been giving you this quest has sidled over to Elin as she seems like the most stoic of the group, and he hands you a picture. It's a fairly simple drawn one, and the color is kind of like watercolored in, but it is
All right.
essentially this plant. Do 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 do.
Blue skidoo, you can too.
Um,
I have those growing in my yard.
and he
Cannabis
says
sativa.
he says they're said to grow around the base of coniferous plants. I'm not certain what that means, but that is what I was told.
Bless you, sir. Bless you.
I will take every blessing I can
So
get in this
trees
time.
with needle leaves.
Why don't they just call them pine trees? Anyway, they're said to be growing around the base of those, so hopefully that is some help to you.
It
Oh,
surely
there will
is.
definitely be something growing around the base.
She pockets the description and walks out.
I'll go get on the cart.
Okie dokie.
Did we
Um,
bring
Do
the
we
cart?
have
I
to
thought we
head
walked over.
past the lady's house on the way to the Kingswood?
Actually, no. Um,
Can we do a detour? Because I think that because this old man made it sound like it was so pressing that Brad is going to be under the
Taking sweet
impression that
time.
it cannot be that pressing. And so we should probably go and complete that other job real quick and then go out to the Kingswood. And you know what I mean? Just kind of knock them all out in one.
I disagree. I think he was telling the truth.
What do you mean? There's absolutely no way that this is not the best way to get these quests done. In my experience, they're not actually time sensitive, even when they tell you they are.
I
Dying
believe they
children
are.
kind of make a little bit of a difference, though.
We didn't actually see her. We don't know how dying she is.
Well, that's your own fault. You didn't want to go talk to her.
Well, it wasn't important at the time. Now it's important, but we're too far gone. I imagine we're like, what, 100 feet away from the place?
Yeah, probably. Did you guys take your carts here, or did you
I thought we just walked.
just walked?
I thought so too.
Okay, then you guys are currently walking away. But you've probably gotten about 100 feet.
Too far, too far. Anyway,
It's
It's
right
like when
there.
Harold
We
and
could just go
Kumar
back.
forget their
it's
phones in the
it,
apartment.
it would seem that it's close, but objects sometimes play optical illusions.
You know, Brad, if I wasn't so interested in actually getting this job done, um, you're not gonna believe it regardless of what you see. So let's just go get the cart and go to the Kingswood. Yeah?
I agree.
That's what she said.
That is what
That
I
is
said.
exactly what she said.
That's what I heard, yes.
Shut up, laundry.
I concur.
She said, we'll go get the cart and we'll go to the King's Wood.
Laundry. Oh, we finally reached an agreement and accord as a party, and now we're all just feeling verklempt and tension again. And I don't understand why you feel this need to constantly bring us down.
I understand that going and relieving yourself in the Kingswood can help with the verklempt and tension.
That's a valid point. A valid point. Shall we go get the cart and whatever else laundry was saying?
Yes, we shall. Do I see any dwarves on the way there?
Let's see. You are. Let me pull up the map quick. Nope.
All right.
I hope we don't encounter any wood ticks.
Hey, what?
I am a man of nature myself, but I could do without...
Your brain is a wood tick, laundry.
Hmm.
It's when you get a really weird nervous motion in your. Elin, though, you notice that you're walking through kind of a like leatherworking areas mostly, like leatherworking tanners, that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
And normally dwarves do not work in leatherworking.
Oh, okay.
Mostly
Would I
humans
know
from what you
just by common knowledge, like how much long swords cost in this
Oh
town?
yeah.
And how much would those be?
They're what they're listed at. I think they're 15 gold, maybe.
Okay,
That's
never
right.
mind. I can't afford one right now anyway, because I spent 2 gold already.
There is, their long swords are 15. There is a job in town that you could do to get some money.
Yeah, let's just
We're
keep on doing
already
this
on a
that we're in.
job. And hopefully that old lady doesn't get eaten while we're doing it.
I have a way that we could eat mushrooms once we get to the King's Wood.
Oh, laundry.
Uh,
What kind of mushrooms are we talking about?
It doesn't matter, I have a way we can eat any kind.
Perfect.
I don't
Well, I
understand.
have a kind that I would like for you to summon.
Well, we'll have to forage for them, but,
Well,
You-
no, I don't believe that will work, laundry.
Woodwork.
It's quite exciting. You can eat mushrooms that you're not supposed to eat.
Laundry. Is
Also,
anybody else
beds.
excited by what Laundry is saying?
No, not in the slightest.
I can show you how to wipe your butt if you move in a woods.
Laundry, could
So
you
you guys
please?
get to the cart. Are you just hitching up your horses and heading out?
I think that we're gonna try and hitch up Laundry and head out without him.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I meant like hooking your horses up to the cart.
Yeah, Laundry is now one of the horses. He's no longer allowed to ride in the cart.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Now that
Roll me
we're
a
like,
grapple check.
No,
so
I
is the
won't win.
Kingswood like outside of the city?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. So
if
if
you
we're
look
leaving
at
the
the
city, I'm
Wait.
gonna take the cloak off to where my armor
Should
shows.
we take this enormous cart all the way out there? Wouldn't it be faster if instead we just used the horses and made Laundry run?
You have two
I
horses.
whip the horses on the cart and start moving.
Okay. I like imagining that you guys are just having this conversation as you're still like driving the cart.
Yeah.
Does anyone else hope that there's some sort of a flesh-eating badger that, we do eventually kill, but first it maims Laundry to the point where we can't bring him back?
I've been thinking about our brand, and I think we should change our name. I was thinking about Laundry Sucks. That's a pretty good name, Magnes Adventuring Guild. I'm just worried that...
Laundry, that's the first thing that you said that has been completely and totally correct. That's perfect.
You guys arrive at the gate. Elin, you're driving?
Yep. I take out my magic laminated card and flash it in front of them, and then throw it right back in my pocket.
Roll a survival check for me.
That is a 13 plus 3, 16.
Okay. You flash your card at the guard, and he kind of just nods and lets you through. The gates are up, so they don't have to pull them out or anything, but they do kind of check to make sure that the traffic is all square and nothing's like out of sorts. And you find yourself heading out slightly towards the sun. It's around 10:30 right now,
All
and
right.
you are on your way. What pace are you driving at?
Like a comfortable pace, like just enough not to overtax the horses.
Okay. And the rest of you are just happily riding along?
Yes.
Excellent.
How long does the ride like do we figure it'll take?
About 2 days.
Oh, okay.
I'm not happily riding along. I am glaring at Laundry.
Verbally harassing Laundre at all times. Oh,
Andre, perhaps you should get some sleep since you were up through the night.
Laundry deserves no sleep. He got us not paid for our very first job, and it was completely his fault. If he would have kept us from being caught by those orcs, and that was completely his fault and no one else's, and we all know it, we could have completed the mission.
Well, actually, if I
Because of
remember
Laundry, we
correctly,
didn't get paid.
I believe the other Goliath had quite a bit to do with that as well.
That's true. Very, very
And
true.
perhaps the bird, but I don't remember.
I blame the lizard.
See, laundry commits what a lot of people in the scientific community like to call micro fuck ups. And they don't really seem to be all that big of fuck ups at the first place until you add them all up and then you realize that laundry is a big fuck up.
I've never been very great at math.
You've never been great at anything, laundry, and it's not your fault. You were born a loser and you'll stay a loser. But you're a loser.
You can wipe your ass with poison ivy and not get burned.
What
Insight
does
check.
that even
What?
mean?
I am insight checking that one.
I'm just telling you some skills that I have.
That's a 14.
Don't think that's true.
You remember the weird red Goliath even just picking up poison ivy, and he definitely got some burns.
Yeah, I was the one that told him to rub it on his privates, and it did not go well.
He didn't have me. And you can eat poison.
What about
mushrooms.
you allows
And I can
laundry?
talk to animals.
You were literally right there, Landre. Just a gentle reminder.
Well, he got to it
You know-
before I could help.
I knew a gentleman by the name of Comic who just would constantly list off features of his character. Just wouldn't stop, no matter how many times I would say, "That's cool, man. Let me try one more time. That's cool, man. Can we please be done, laundry?"
I have a set of bone dice in my inventory.
Oh my God, laundry. How much gold do you have on you?
10 gold pieces.
I'm fining you 10 gold pieces for being such a fucking idiot. Hand them over.
Laundry's face grows really sad and he digs through his pouch and hands him the gold pieces.
Roll a. I was gonna say notice check, and that's not a thing.
Holy shit.
Yeah, everyone roll me perception checks.
Oof.
That's a nat 20
That's
for plus
2
4.
plus 3.
Ooh.
I'm too busy like
Um,
rolling my eyes from these conversations going on behind me.
Nat 20 plus 1.
Okay.
9.
Okie dokie. Yeah, Elin, your eyes are rolling about as much as these cartwheels are. And you're just kind of like trying to stay on the road as you're like barely paying attention and just hearing these two bicker. Landre and what was your name? Bona?
That's
You
good.
you notice that it has been a little while on the cart, several hours, and you see that there is a kind of a offshoot road leading up to a small farmhouse on your left, and a sign for Johnson's Honey. And Brad, you notice that in the pouch of gold that Landre handed you, there was also a small ring.
I am going to. Can I make an Arcana check on it?
You can try.
That is the definition of making
And
an Arcana check, you motherfucker. Oh shit, 21.
You succeeded at making the check.
Good job. You are allowed to make an Arcana check. You don't get any weird vibes off this ring. It looks to be a standard brass ring. It kind of looks like it would fit pretty nicely.
I'm gonna put it on.
Fuck.
As you do, you think that it feels a little loose, like when you slip it on, but then when you kind of try to like try a different finger, you find that it's pretty snug. And you're like, oh, cool.
Can I get it back off?
Nope.
Sweet.
There's a reason why that was in my gold bag and not on my finger.
Yeah, sorry, I figured you just put that in your little treasure pouch. I think you said that you did, but I can't remember.
I'm just saying I did not put it on my finger because it was probably cursed.
You don't know that. You
Oh,
found it.
dude. Fucking Brad did an Arcana check on it. He trusts in what he got, and he didn't think there was anything wrong with it. And now it's on his finger, and it's got to be fine.
Yeah, it'll be
You
fine.
just put it
Brad's
on
good
and
at
it's like
everything.
a
Just
couple
ask him, he'll
gallons of
tell you.
water.
Are you just continuing on your way then?
Yeah, he's not worried about it.
I didn't know if the other two would pipe up about the honey farm or anything, or yeah,
We're
just
not
giving
looking
you
for a honey
options.
farm. We're looking for your purple flower and pine trees.
Sure.
We don't.
What
We
did
don't
I-
need any of the honey from the Johnsons. We're going to the Kingswood.
Hmm.
Ooh.
And you do notice that the surrounding areas, the two of you that got 20s, the surrounding area seems to be mostly grasslands like it was to the south, but there are a little bit more wooded areas, some groves, I suppose, some kind of bluffs of trees. But yeah, you are on your way. And are you just continuing on for the rest of the day?
Yep, until it gets about time that we should make camp.
All right. It gets to be about 7 o'clock. Yes, something else happens, Tim. um, I'm assuming you meant with the ring, Tim.
Yeah.
Um,
It cuts your finger off.
After a few hours, it gets to be about sun starts setting. It's 7 o'clock. Brad, you're feeling pretty good. You feel pretty nice right now. And
Good.
good. Everyone else, not everyone else, sorry, everyone roll me perception checks. I will say you are coming up on a wooded area, not pine trees, but it's kind of a forest.
24.
Okay. 18. Brad.
Bradley Chauncey chuffed in the fourth, you motherfucker.
Are you gonna roll?
I thought you said everybody but me.
No, everyone. I'm sorry.
I might have misheard as well. That is a 14.
Okay. Everyone but Elin, then, who is too busy driving this cart and kind of looking for a spot to pull off. You start to notice some
Looking
sounds.
for a truck stop.
Exactly. As
Gosh,
you're
what
like-
is there going to be a Loves or a fucking Pilot or something?
As you're pulling into this, like the start of the forest, you notice movement above you in the branches of the trees. Bona, you see this kind of monkey-like creature holding a spear, and it is trained on you, kind of keeping an eye on you.
There's a monkey creature with a spear in the tree. Hi, monkey creature.
Kind of darts out of sight quick.
I don't think it wanted me to see it. Did any
Well,
of
then
you
it's
see
probably going to attack us. Get ready.
I'm sleeping.
I hide.
Laundry, you stupid fucking oaf. Wake up now, this very instant. Who is going to protect us?
I look around to see any raising of hands.
Imagine if we had all died right then and there.
Well, nobody's volunteering, so I suppose I will.
To die?
Protect us? What are we talking about?
Well, of course, that's your job, Laundry. Which is why you must be what, Laundry?
My eyes are wide, and
AWAKE. Awake. Laundry.
kind of reach
Awake.
over as he's talking, and I pinch my arm, and then I say,
I think I'm having another vision.
You're not having a vision. Grab your fucking weapon.
What the hell is that?
and I point to the weapon monkey.
Well, it ran away, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it disappeared in the tree. You can still hear that rustling, though.
What the hell is that rustling?
I don't know. Go smite it.
I'm gonna hop off the cart and start walking towards this noise.
Thank you, Laundry.
And
I
real
whip
quick,
the horses so they start going really fast. Just kidding, I don't do that.
oh, Landre,
Fine.
how long did you actually sleep for? Were you sleeping for that whole ride, or did you just see the woods and start to?
After the honey farm.
Okay, so most of the day. I just needed to know if you would be suffering from exhaustion or not. So, as Landre hops off, and Bona, you said that you were going to hide, correct?
Yes.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
We're right behind you, Laundry. We've got your back here.
That's a 16.
Okay. You're a gnome, so you're pretty small.
Yes.
You're able to kind of hunker down behind, kind of like underneath the bench that's on this cart, and you think you're pretty well hidden.
Okay.
Laundry, Bona is so ready to help you, I can't even see where she is anymore.
And as Landre jumps off of the cart, sure as shooting, a spear comes and hits right in the center of the cart. And you hear a blood-curdling screech, like a howler monkey.
Well, you're up, Laundry. This is your forte.
Can I see where the spear came from?
Up?
That's as best I can make out.
That's all you could see. You didn't see anything throw it or anything. You kind of saw it come out of the leaves. And it's 10:20 now if you guys want to call it here and we'll pick up.
Yeah,
Otherwise-
that's fair.
Can I do something first?
I'll allow it.
I want to cast Speak with Animals and say,
We're looking for a plant.
Please throw
Holy
a spear
shit,
at
did
him.
he just speak monkey?
Has he spoken anything else this whole time we've known him?
Well, that's fair.
Ooh.
But this sounded a little bit different than the normal speak.
It's a tall green plant with purpley petals on top. Also mushrooms.
Did you know you can wipe your ass with poison ivy? Oh, you have
Holy
giant big red asses. It seems you've already been doing that.
You see, you're building up the protective layer.
Okay, sorry, my internet exploded for a second.
Oh man, you missed some great stuff.
Oh. So,
Yes.
Landre, I heard you called out that you were looking for a plant.
I cast speak with animals, and I asked him for the plant and also mushrooms.
Okay. A spear landed
Yes.
at your feet, like
Oh,
right in between your feet.
I'm gonna pick it up and take it to the cart. Well, I don't think they're going to help us.
Landre, that is not. Look at me. You've got me so worked up that I called you by your actual name. And this is, laundry. I'm just. Uh, d- sometimes you just have to do something yourself. But in this case, we should probably just get going.
Daniel.
Um,
Alright.
You mean more fucked up than it currently is?
So you want me to stop the stream?
Yes.
yeah, we'll pick up with initiative starting tomorrow. Not tomorrow, sorry. Next week.